That was a big issue with me. In probably my 8 last Ironman, even though I've done well in a lot of them, I've had trouble keeping food down, and it's always been a bit of an issue for me, and I think it's affected my marathon run. This time I approach things a little bit differently. I've got a new sponsor with Winners Nutrition, and I just completely changed my nutrition plan and what I was having. I found some new energy drinks in the US, which I bought in May when I was over there for a holiday, and used them in Yeppoon. And there's a trial, and they seem to work really well, so I implemented them in my Hawaii nutrition program, as well as just the gels and the bars, and everything seemed to go well. I held everything down for the first time in about 10 Ironman and didn't cross the line with a chest full of vomit. And Danielle was able to give me a kiss. She's my wife at the finish line, whereas normally she steers away from me because I've got a face full of vomit. So it was really good. Had a peanut butter sandwich as well, tried that. I had a 4-minute penalty on the bike, so I got to stop in the tent there and managed to scoff that down. But I think it definitely paid dividends for the marathon with my nutrition plan. Yeah, well, the penalty really hit me hard, and that probably changed my race. I was riding with some good Germans from the Commerzbank team, and Courtney Ogden, who was riding really strong. And it seems to me in Hawaii there's no room for any argument. They seem to creep up on you, and you might be 9.5 metres, and they'll just flash a red card at you. So you've just got to take it on the chin, and like you were saying, wasn't the only one out there. Rebecca Keat, obviously, Mitch Anderson. You know, we all had the penalties, and I've never had a penalty before, so it was hard to kind of get that through your head and be positive. 4 minutes on the side of the road I thought was going to be advantageous to me in terms of getting nutrition in, stretching, drinking, but it turned out to be the opposite, and the lactate kind of pulled in my legs, and the last 50 kilometres was really hard for me after stopping for so long. And I became a bit negative out on that lonely highway, and the wind was in your face, and I would probably say I lost a good 10-15 minutes in that stretch of road. And I was in a pretty dark place, contemplating whether to finish or not, but yeah, it definitely had a negative effect on my race. But in saying that, next year it's going to be a different story, and there's probably 20 minutes there that I can definitely get back. I was pretty negative. I rode into the changing tent, and there was a few of the guys I was actually riding with before I got my penalty actually blowing up about 5 kilometres from town, and I overtook them again, and that kind of kept the spirits up. I met a good chiro on the week before the race who gave me a bit of treatment, and he was in the changing tent as we were changing into the running shoes, and it was good to have a familiar face there, another Australian guy, and he kind of gave me a few words of encouragement to keep going, whereas at the time I wasn't thinking about it. And I managed to put together a good marathon. I set out with the idea of, look, just get to the finish and run the whole way, and just experience this run course for next year and see what it's like. And then probably from about 20 to 25 kilometres on, heading out to the energy lab, I felt fantastic right through the energy lab. And my last 6 mile was one of the fastest in my race, in my marathon, which was really good to finish strong and have a good marathon. It's definitely confidence building for next year to know that I can run well after being in a pretty negative situation and keep my chin up. All the videos from 89 onwards, and it never really looks the same until you get there and you get to experience the hill and Ali Drive and the fantastic crowds you've got out there. Palani Hill heading up there on the marathon was that's probably the hardest hill of the race I found, and once you get on the top though, you've got that kind of long downhill stretch on the Queen K, which I actually started to feel really good in. But it was certainly an experience to get to all of those places that you see as a young child watching it on the wide world of sports, and finally get to experience it, especially racing as a professional, which was really special for me. Definitely Hawaii is a main focus for next year, but in the short term I've got Shepparton in 3 weeks, which I finished second there the last 2 years, and I really would like to tick that box and win that one. Then after that I've got Busselton the Ironman there, which I've wanted to do for quite a while. And I feel great after Hawaii. I mean, having a good marathon and finishing strong, I've managed to recover quite well. Obviously Shepparton will give me a good indication of that. I'm going to have a bit of a break after Christmas, do a few SA races and build up towards Ironman, possibly Ironman Malaysia or Australia. I haven't really decided yet. It just depends how we'll go at Western Australia. Then possibly a stint overseas in America next year, with the sole focus on getting to Hawaii a little bit more race fit. Yeah, it's been a really interesting time. It's been fun and really opened my eyes in the way sports marketed and how you can market yourself. And we've got some great support from Track Cycles, Lightweight, Riders, Saucony. I just have to look down here to see if I missed anyone else. Marita, Winners, and obviously Scody as well. Have all come on board, and it's been great. A lot of the sponsors were over in Hawaii, and Bernard from Scody was over there, which was great, supporting the Scody athletes. And I see it as a way of not just marketing yourself, but marketing these products. And winning races and doing well in races says to people that you're using some of the best products on the market. And I have faith in the products that I'm using, and that they are the best, and they are helping me with my results, my training, my recovery. Or otherwise, we probably wouldn't go along with those products. And I've got a manager in Melbourne who's also come on board, Dan Roberts from DTR Management, and that's really helped my image and the way I approach the sport, not just from a physical point of view, but marketing. And we've set up a website as well, which has been fun. We've done a few photo shoots, and all the sponsors are happy, and it's been a really fun time, and hopefully we can take things to the next level and keep going along the way we're going.
Yeah. But thanks for taking the time today, and we'll see you again soon.
Sure, I'd just like to thank all the Vales and everyone from SA for supporting me in all my races recently, Ironman, and all the messages I got before Hawaii was really encouraging, so thanks a lot. Hope to see you guys in the season.